We made it, guys. Welcome to the day 11 of the end of a 10-day silent meditation retreat here at Suan Mokkh. In this video, I'm going to tell you about what this place is about. I'm going to show you a little bit of the grounds. And yeah, if you guys are interested, just check the details in the box below. This place is absolutely, profoundly incredible. I am shaken to the core in so many ways. I look forward to seeing how my meditation continues after this. Okay guys, day 11 and we're out of here. Can you believe it? Freaking made it, bro. My God. It's about, I don't even know what time in the morning because we got up at 4 o'clock as usual. This is the main meeting hall. Everyone's kind of excited and getting some of the free literature. We actually just finished this entire experience. It is day 11 and what a wild ride. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to show you guys some of the grounds and maybe talk a little bit. I don't want to ruin the retreat experience if you are deciding to do this. So I'm just going to take you around on the grounds and show you how beautiful it is. So this was founded in the 1920s by Buddhadasa, which is known as Slave of Buddha. And it's been running for many years, and he wanted to be fully accepting of all religions. The Dalai Lama's been here. And he actually has like 7 honorary degrees or something like that, but he only graduated up to like 7th grade. So he's just an amazing, amazing historical figure actually in this area of the world and actually globally. This center is very renowned. It is a very serious retreat, but I'll tell you more about that later. There are 3 meditation halls on the land actually. This is one of them. We're walking down the main path. Basically up there is the entrance. And then you have these really cute little, just kind of like hangout huts is what I would call them. I'm gonna see if I can catch the sunrise this morning. So over here, when you go to the right, as you enter, you'll see the dormitories. So there are the women's dormitories right here, the men's dormitory is down there. And then something interesting about the land around here, but it's based on volcanic ground. We got to go to the hot springs every day, twice a day. And this water was so nourishing, especially after sitting and meditating for 5 hours a day. It just felt like a massage at the end of the day, and it felt really, really healing. It's salt water. Every morning at 4 a.m., someone would be up there ringing the bell, and that's how you wake up, because when you come to this retreat, they actually strip you of your phone, your passport, your watch, cameras, anything that ties you to communication and distraction and things that would take you away from the present moment, which is really, really difficult to do at this day and age because there's so much distraction, right? Excuse me if I'm talking a lot. I literally haven't spoken for 10.5 days. So I'm freaking pumped, and I just had like legit coffee. Okay guys, I'm seeing the sunrise. Let's go check it out. So every morning, the schedule is as follows. Wake up at 4. We have meditation at 4:30, from 4:30 to 5. Yoga from 5:15 to, well, basically for about an hour and a half. And then we would come out here and watch this amazing sunrise. Look at this. This over here is another one of the meditation halls. And there are 3 ponds. They're all different shapes actually. And when the sun rises, the mist rolls over the water in the morning, and it's just so lovely. Center pond, there's actually a little walkway here that leads to an island. And originally there was one palm tree on this island that was said to represent suffering. Look how cool this little island is. So this pond over here is my favorite. I would sit right under these trees quite frequently and meditate there. It's just so beautiful. I really barely know where to start, you know, with the experience that I've had here. So this retreat is about 10 hours south of Bangkok. It's really, really easy to get to because Bangkok, as you know, is a central hub in the world, super easy to get to. And you can just hop on a train, and then once you get here, you can just take a little pickup truck or jump on the back of a motorbike and they'll take you right here to the monastery. Yeah, I'm kind of without words. I haven't been talking for a few days, so. This right here is the middle path. I am just obsessed with these two trees. And this is gonna be a painting, so stay tuned for this painting because it's coming. We had sitting meditation, walking meditation. We actually did some working meditation yesterday, standing meditation. Overall, I calculated the amount of hours of meditating that we were doing each day, and we were meditating for roughly 5 hours. So that's a lot of time for contemplation and to really focus on breath. The method that they use here is called anapanasati. Buddha was actually said to be enlightened by this breathing technique. And it's a very, very specific 16-step technique. Primarily, we were engaged in the first 4 steps, which is to understand what it means to remain with each breath. In the 10 days, I did experience a sense of samadhi or deep concentration about 2 or 3 times, which I've never really been in before. So that was really amazing. So what was my experience here like? Well, it was profound. This is one of the most difficult things that I've ever done by choice because it's not easy to look right into the heart of your suffering, to your existence. You know, one of the 4 noble truths is that all life is suffering, all life is dukkha. How do we deconstruct that dukkha and eradicate it, bite off the head, if you will? And part of that is one-pointed concentration or samadhi, developing of the mind, developing loving kindness, developing compassion, empathy, not just for other people, but for yourself as well. There were some walls that I hit while I was here. There were some definite breakdowns, some definite tears. There was frustration. It wasn't easy in the sense that sometimes I wanted to leave. Sometimes I'm like, what am I even doing? And then, you know, usually after those moments when I was just so tired, I'm like, I just want to take a nap. I would go and then just have an amazing meditation. Tell me this isn't the Garden of Liberation. Under each of these trees, well, not every tree, but a lot of the trees, you'll see these little cement blocks that are meant for sitting under and meditating. So see right here and here and here. They've made this land so conducive for aspects of meditation. So many beautiful areas to sit and contemplate. In all my years, and I have been meditating for about 3 or 4 years now, I was never formally trained. No one ever taught me how to meditate. A formal step-by-step, by-the-book technique. And this exists out here, and it's centuries old. And the fact that, you know, breath is really largely unexplored. Aside of Joe Dispenza, Wim Hof, and I'm sure there's a slew of other people. Imagine the capabilities that we have with breath that we aren't even aware of. It's so fun just to see everyone talking and introducing themselves and hanging out and good morning! It just gives you such a deep appreciation for the connection that people have and for speech and for poetry and music and painting. When I did experience what I perceive as samadhi, my only thought was, the moment is now, this is all there ever was. I have walked this earth for 1,000 years and still this is all there was. Still this is all there is. Just now, you know? Welcome to the meditation hall. It's so weird to be standing here because we have spent so many hours sitting here meditating on this floor. Basically, they give you a nice little square cushion and then maybe a couple pillows. They also have some Chinese blocks that you can alleviate your knees with. We would spend the majority of our time in this hall. So as you can see, it is a sandy floor, so it's really comfortable for sitting on, much better than concrete or something that's not conducive for meditating. The teachers would sit on this little wooden table here and give Dhamma talks and basically sit and meditate with us. And then the kind monk, he would sit here and often meditate with us as well. We are provided lanterns. Obviously getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, it's very dark. This hall is just gorgeously constructed. I actually sat right up in front right here. This was my little spot. So when you come in, you set up your pillow the very first day and then you stay in that one spot. You can still see my footprints here in the sand from this morning. Each night these lanterns are lit here, and then we would do walking meditation around the ponds. Basically women and men were kept separate the entire time. It's a Buddhist principle, you know, like the nuns and the monks always stay separate. This place is absolutely miraculous, magical, and very difficult. All I can say is I am definitely profoundly changed. Overall, would I do it again? Absolutely. I am very curious on trying other Vipassanas because there are other methodologies that other centers around the world are teaching. I'm keen on trying a Goenka meditation sometime. I will continue in this meditation technique and see how it continues to affect and change my world. So as far as food, now you get tea twice a day. You get a very early breakfast around 7:30, I believe, and then a slightly bigger lunch, and then you don't eat for the rest of the day. One of the days you eat like a monk, where you only eat one meal a day, so you eat like a king for that one meal. I didn't have too many issues. I was a little stopped up, if you know what I mean. I think mostly because I eat my main meal at the end of the day rather than at the beginning, and that was flip-flopped here. Keep in mind that when you come here, you're gonna be using the bathroom Thai style, which means there's a little water bucket and, you know, you do your business. You wipe with your left hand, dump the water down with your right hand, and then you flush the toilet with the bucket. So if you're a little bit worried, you can buy TP. There's a little store at the in the main hall. All right, so this is the other meditation hall, and something interesting that they brought out was a large painting. And what the painting depicts is something called dependent origination, which is basically the birth of suffering. And I gotta show you guys this painting because it is absolutely amazing. This particular painting is done more so in a Tibetan traditional technique. How cool is this? So in the center here, you'll see that this white dot actually represents consciousness or soul. And then the black pig is Kalesa, which are the aspects of suffering, and he's biting the tail of the snake, which means action. And then the rooster means the fruit of that, and it's just a cycle. And then these guys here are all bound up. These are the good aspects. And then the painting just kind of spans out here into depictions of suffering. And up here, Buddha is pointing to the wheel of Dhamma. Hey! Oh my God, and this is the amazing friend that I made here. I made one friend, yay! And that's saying a lot, man. That's saying a lot for a silent meditation retreat. I'm gonna go catch up with some of these people that I've been spending the last 10 days with and that I actually haven't spoken with. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I hope that you will consider either coming to Suan Mokkh or trying a Vipassana retreat of your own. In the words of our teacher this morning, a good meditation retreat is not to get away from the world, it's how to figure out how to be in the world of it and to be of service, to be a better person, to have more clarity, more insight, more Vipassana, which is the meaning of Vipassana, clarity, insight, and to carry that wisdom through the world into other people, with other people. And I think that that is one of the most noble services that you could actually do in this world. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Here is the illustrious foot bath, in which the center part started to look like slices of pizza after a while.